Hey guys, welcome to another vlog, another POV driving video today, and we are going to talk about the Kumho V730 tires that I have on the car. I was able to put a little bit of miles on them, had them for a few months now, and I'm gonna let you guys know how my initial impressions, my thoughts, and my semi long-term review is with these tires. Just make sure there's no music here. Pretty hot day here. Finally, nice weather out in the Northeast. Really excited about that. Using a new head mount here today as well for the DJI Action 3. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's a little bit more comfortable on my head. So we'll start off with a few things about these tires. One being these sets of tires for our compounds, they run about $975 shipped, and the size that I have on this car are 275 35 18s all around on my 18 by 9.5 plus 38 CE28s. So 975 shipped. It's one of the major factors on why I purchased these tires. They're very cost friendly for an R compound summer tire. Another reason why I purchased these tires is because the tires for R compound, you guys could try to listen to it, it's pretty quiet. Typically R compound tires aren't that quiet, so that's a really nice surprise. And on top of everything, once they warm up, they'll give you the grip that you need, especially in the back roads. If you take it to the track, I personally don't take this car to the track. I should, but I don't. In the mountains, it gives you a lot of confidence. And even in these, not just the mountains, but even in these exit and entrance ramps to the highway, it's amazing. But yeah, once these tires are warmed up, man, really sticky. Super quiet, it's nice, comfortable to drive, and for the price, I think these are one of the best R compound tires out there. Another couple competitors that I was looking into prior to purchasing these was Falcon RT660s, which runs about maybe $1,200 to $1,300 shipped, and then the Bridgestone RE71 RS, which is now in the same tire size, about $1,500 to $1,600 shipped. But those tires are relatively expensive. They're R compound tires as well, but they don't last as long, I guess, as a regular tire. But these don't last either, so not sure why I brought that up. But either way, I have experience driving on cars with RE71 RSs. I have experience on driving on cars with the Advan A052s, and that's actually my preferred R compound tire, but that tire isn't available in this size. Another thing I noticed about these tires is if you compare it to, let's say, the RT660s, the RT660s run really wide, whereas this tire, I think, runs either true to size or just slightly more narrow. It does take a little bit to warm these guys up, because with my 2023 Civic Type R, I do have bolt-ons on this car, and it's professionally dyno tuned. It's making around 378 to the wheels, and yesterday I was driving this car in the morning on a very slightly damp day where it rained the day before, but in the morning the roads were still slightly damp from the leftover rain that was drying up, and I was spinning first, second with the tires because they weren't in their optimal conditions. Today, however, is a big difference with the tires. It's 77 degrees today. It's pretty dry, no sign of moisture on the road or water on the road or anything like that anywhere, and the tires have been doing phenomenal. It's so much fun to drive. We're gonna go to the mountain roads right now and test these out, have some fun. But from my experience, I have driven in the mountains a few times with these. and they've been just incredible, absolutely incredible. Good job, Kumho, on a budget R compound tire that actually does the job. A few things though with these tires that you guys should know. This is my second set of brand new tires that I had. The first set did not balance properly. A couple of the tires were out of round, so I returned that. That set, my first set, I purchased from Amazon. This set I purchased from Tire Rack, so it's a lot better. 3 out of the 4 tires in this set is still not perfect, but the tire shop that I ended up going to, Tire and Wheel in New Jersey, they did a good job balancing them out, and I'm pretty happy with how the car drives. There is still some sort of slight vibration on the steering wheel where it'll go like this over a certain speed at a certain road, but compared to what I was experiencing before on my first set of tires, this is so much better, especially being balanced properly. I had another shop do my balancing originally, and it wasn't the best. Every road I went over 60, it would just have a seizure shake. But this one, these guys who did it for me recently have did a phenomenal job with what I have. So shout out to them. But as you can see here, we're stuck in a little bit of traffic, which kind of sucks. I did want to show you guys some. Oh, look at this genius! Good job. Wow, some of the driving that these guys do is just blows my mind. This guy almost hit the other guy. The tri-state area is crazy, man. I do have a dash cam on this car as well, thank God. In addition, I'm recording what I'm driving on my head with the DJI action cam. This is just getting cut off left and right here. So what we'll do is we'll turn off traction control, do a baby pull when we're clear, just to show you guys the grip on these tires. I am running Derek Robinson's custom tune right now. Let me just see if I could adjust that or not. I don't recall how I adjusted it, but there's 5 levels to the map, and I believe I'm on level 2 right now. Do have the Integra Pops enabled at this time on the highway with the tune. Alright, let's do a baby pull here. You guys can see nice grip from 60. We'll try to do a couple smaller pulls when we have some room. There's just a lot of traffic right now, so I don't want to be that guy on the road who's driving like a douchebag. Not even sure if I took the right exit, but we'll find out. Oh, nice Nissan 350Z Nismo right there. A little bit of turn coming up here. These tires have been phenomenal, as I mentioned. Very few tires in the market are compounds that are quiet. The A052s were very quiet to me, and they were extremely sticky. This is pretty much up there. I wouldn't say these are nearly as good as the RE71RS or the A052s, but they're really close. I would say they're pretty much like 95, 96% of what those tires are. So compared to you saving a couple $100, especially for you guys who track, you know, you might have a different insight on the tires, but based on what I heard, these on track days last a lot more in terms of quantity of sessions versus the other competitors in the market, which costs a lot more. So it's a really nice tire to consider. I haven't really seen videos online where somebody is driving on them and doing a in-depth analysis and review, so I hope this video helps you guys out. But yeah, this tire is just great tire for sure, besides the minor hiccups I had with the first set. But based on what I heard in the industry today, a lot of quality control is really going down the drain, unfortunately, and it's causing a lot of manufacturers to have issues when they ship out products. So the tire and wheel shop that I went to that mounted and balanced these the third time for me, who did a great job, because the first shop couldn't balance it properly. They mentioned that they're seeing a lot of Michelins in the market today, and mind you, Michelins are my favorite brand of tire, but they're seeing a lot of Michelins in the market today that is just not coming in round, and they have to send a ton of them back for replacements. So it's not just Kumho, you know, it's going to happen with some brands, a lot of brands out there. So it's really interesting to hear. Granted, I never had any issues with my Michelin tires before, but you know, these guys are seeing multiple cars per day, hundreds of cars per week, so they have more intel and in-depth analysis and better insight than any of us would be, different tire brands. Just cruising here. Let's see if we could get back onto the more fun roads in a little bit. Alright guys, we're heading into the mountain here. Show you guys car. We're gonna wait a little bit for this car in front of us to go. Leave the windows up actually. Tires just gripping, man. It's incredible. Great tires. You know, I know I keep saying it over and over again, but if you're looking to buy some nice summer stickies for the street and or for the track, give these Kumho V730s a chance. They will impress you, especially for the price. It's unbelievable. Guys, some room here. A lot of people out today. I went and checked out a Honda Passport the other day, actually. I had to do my EPS recall. Shout out to Kwani. Did my EPS recall at Honda. While he was doing that, I was able to check out the Pilot and the Passport. I really want to get a SUV. Honda SUV in the future. I think it'll be really beneficial. But man, the Passport is such a nice car, nice truck. I think I'm leaning towards getting one of those in the future for sure. All right, we'll pull here. Oh god, a car's coming though. All right, do some turns. Effortless, these tires, man. I want to give these guys a little room to make sure that they're safe, I'm safe, and they're not nervous. But let me know what you guys think. Amazing view, man. I love this. I love driving in this environment. It's the best. Man, beautiful. Tires are a no-brainer. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching this drive. Do you guys like the POV drives? Do you prefer these videos, or do you prefer a mix of the videos that I've been doing on the channel? Anything from some products that some companies send me, from detailing a car, from knowledge-based type of videos, informational type of videos. Or do you like the drives with the commentaries? Do you like the drives without the commentaries? Do you want to see more of the DIY photography video that I did on my Type R at some point? It's like 20-minute video. Let me know. What do you guys like to watch? Thank you for watching. Appreciate it as usual. See you on the next one.